What are you making?
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own pomo, wele, kanda from the comfort of your home, especially if you live in the diaspora. If you love and have missed pomo so much, you don't have to travel back home to enjoy it. It is very easy to make, and this is how you do it. Get yourself some cow legs. They are very easy to find and they are not expensive. They're going to ask you how you want them to be cut. You're going to describe what you want depending on the size of pomo you want. When we are done, these cow legs will look more like this. So I'm going to start by separating the skin from the tendons and the bone. There is a natural line that you can follow, but be careful not to hurt yourself and not to damage the skin. What I normally do to avoid that is to tilt the blade of the knife towards the bone so that you don't hurt yourself or damage the skin. If this is the first time on my channel or you are a returning viewer and you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the subscribe button and on the notification bell so that you can get an alert whenever I post a video. Like and share the video. Thank you and God bless you. After separating the skin from the bone, I'm gonna try as much as possible to remove any connective tissue still attached to the skin. You have to do this if you want your pomo to coil up nicely. If you don't remove it, the weight of the connective tissue is gonna prevent it from coiling up nicely. In case you are wondering why you have to go through all this stress to make pomo that is the cheapest protein in Nigeria, let me tell you. If you live in the diaspora, it is very hard to find pomo, and even if you can find it, it is very pricey. So it is advisable to make yours. The irony of this is pomo may be very cheap in Nigeria, but it is pricey here. And even the cow leg is more expensive in Nigeria and it is very cheap here. So it's like, I don't get it. So let me use this time to send out a very special shout out to all those that have subscribed. You guys are the best. I love you. Thank you and God bless you. Another thing you have to remove from the cow skin is a bony structure known as dew claw. I googled it. And if you don't remove it, it's going to hinder the skin from coiling up nicely. Like I said earlier, you don't have to do all this if you don't care about the shape of the pomo. Except you want yours to coil up nicely, just like the way they normally coil up naturally. So when I'm done, I'm gonna lay them flat on a lined sheet, skin side down. This way, when the skin is exposed to extreme heat, the skin will coil over itself. I'm gonna place it on the top rack, then turn on the heat to the maximum, which is broil. So I'm gonna let them broil for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm gonna bring it out. Look at how they look. They have already coiled up, but I want them to have the pomo color, the darker shade. So I'm gonna flip them and put them back in the oven for another 10 minutes. This is 10 minutes later. They have charred up nicely. I like the color. In order not to cook the cow's skin too long, I have already heated some water and brought it to a boil. I'm going to transfer them into the pot and cook them for a short period of time. The temperature of the water is going to drop immediately you place the pomo into the pot. So what I do, I'll just let it come to a boil, then turn it off. After that, I will let them sit in the water until they cool down. By the time it cools down, as you can see, the skin would have taken a darker shade because they have been soaking in the brown liquid. The brown liquid is created by the charred skin. So I'm going to transfer them into another bowl of water to hydrate them. Remember when we broiled them, they were burnt and dehydrated. So soaking them in water is gonna hydrate them and also gonna develop that pomo texture. You can soak them in water for a few days, but I soaked mine in water and refrigerated them for about 3 days, and this is what they look like. You can refrigerate them in water for up to a week, but make sure you change the water frequently. If you noticed, I did not scrape off the charred part because the charred part is what infuses color into the less burnt parts. So back to the bones, do not throw them away. They are still useful. As you can see, the connective tissues still attached to them. Those are very delicious parts. So you can freeze them if you don't want to use them immediately. And if you want to cook them now or maybe later, you can just boil them, season them with any seasoning of choice. And once they are done, you can let them cool down. And after they cool down, you can separate the bones from the connective tissues. When they are well done, some of them fall off the bone easily, like this part, but there are some parts that are very much attached or woven together. You would need a knife to separate them, like this part. You can see very much attached. So I'm going to show you how to separate them. Because they are a little bit chunky, if there is any joints, cut through the joints. Then the smaller pieces, you can separate the bones from the connective tissues easily. You can discard the bones if you don't need them, or you can still add them to your pot of soup. They still have some nutrients, and you can suck or chew on them if you love bones a lot. So when you are done processing everything, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get pomo and the other parts. There is no waste. It is totally worth it. You can use the other parts to make nkwobi or any soup. And of course, you can use your pomo to make any soup or stew. So it is a win-win situation. So let us take a closer look at the pomo. As you can see, they have nice color and they coiled up nicely. The texture is perfect. They are not too soft. They are right. They can take some cooking and they won't melt in your soup after cooking them for a short period of time. After soaking them for a few days, you can preserve them by freezing them for months. Let's talk about the nutritional content of cow skin. Though it is a low caloric food, but then it is rich in protein, fat, and collagen. Collagen is very good for your skin, hair, and nails. So when you eat more pomo, you're gonna have a youthful skin and a healthy hair and nails. So now that you know how to make pomo from the comfort of your home, why don't you give it a try? I promise you, you're gonna enjoy it and you're gonna be proud of yourself. So thank you guys for watching. Till I see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.